Mabuhay everyone! Mark is back here, and now I know this is the video you have all been waiting for. I will be doing the full performance review of these awesome sneakers. It's a Kobe 4 PROTRO. I've been wearing these non-stop. I've been playing with them non-stop. I think I logged in with this for around 15 hours. More or less, give or take. But before anything else, I would just like to remind you guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification bell so you'll get reminded, updated if I have a new video out. Alright, so without further ado, I'll be giving you my full performance review. First, let's touch up on the upper of the Kobe 4 PROTROs. In the forefoot area, there's a leather panel here covering the whole forefoot, and in the toe box area there's a plastic that's up to here. It's connected in the lateral part of the laces going all the way up to the medial part of the toe area. So what the plastic does is it doesn't stretch at all, giving you awesome support laterally when doing side steps, side cuts, or sudden stop laterally. It's a very good support structure given here in the lateral area, also here in the toe box for sudden stops, and also helps preventing the tearing of the leather. So for this toe area, the leather, it's really soft right off the box. Also the plastic, it's soft, so I didn't need to break it in that much. It became really soft right after, so no problems there. Now let's move on to the midfoot part of the shoe where the flywire system is. This is the original flywire system, implemented also in the original Hyperdunks. I didn't have the Kobe 4's OG before, but I had the Hyperdunks, and I really love playing in those because it's a very supportive shoe. It's mainly because of the flywire area here, so it really hugs your foot very well, gives you very nice support all throughout the foot. It's pretty similar with this one. The little difference with this and the Hyperdunks and the Kobe 4's original is this flywire is a little bit softer, so it doesn't need that much break-in time too. Like what I felt in the forefoot, although it's still plastic, it's not that crunchy, if you know what I mean. And when I played with them one game, it became really soft, really form-fitting to your foot, which is really great. So when you lace up your foot, it conforms to your foot shape, gives you a nice one-to-one fit. That's really awesome. So moving on to the back part or heel part of the shoe, there's an external heel counter on the Kobe 4s. The same with the OGs, and here also you can find the plastic that you can find the forefoot, which I think is a nice accent even though it's not leather. It still looks clean and it's easy to maintain. You just wipe it off because it's plastic. Goes up here to the ankle area. Inside the shoe there's enough ankle pillows, which is very comfortable right from the start. For the lockdown and support, very good, thumbs up, like what you feel on other Kobe's. Lockdown is awesome, enough ankle protection, and awesome heel lockdown. So overall for the upper, not much break-in time needed. It's a traditional lacing system. It's very easy to adjust to the shape of your shoe. Also with this colorway, I really like colors of the laces. It's very Charlotte, and I like teal, blue, and white. I know some of you won't agree with me, but it's a personal preference. The tongue area, as you can see, the mesh inside is like beehives. I think the Hornets also has a hive, if I'm not mistaken, like the bee, so that's a very nice touch. And also you can find the hive shape inside the shoe with the draft day of Kobe. There you go. Now let's move on to the midsole or cushion part of the Kobe 4s. For the OG Kobe 4s, there's a zoom unit, but just in the heel part of the shoe. I think it's a phylon material all throughout in the OG Kobe 4s. Here on the PROTROs, that's where the major upgrade is. Instead of just a small zoom unit at the heel, they made it full length, similar to the Kobe 1 PROTRO. So scratch that everybody. Hold on, wait up. So I just got a breaking news just now while we were editing this video for the performance review. For all of you who doesn't know, Nightwing is one of the most respectable sneaker reviewer here in YouTube. Some of my viewers informed me and updated me that Nightwing released a video about the cushion setup of the Kobe 4 PROTROs, that there has been a mistake, and I watched this video, and shout out to you, Nightwing. I respect you. One of his followers informed him that in one of the sites in Australia, the details of the tech spec of the cushion wasn't full-length zoom. It was just a heel zoom unit, and he double-checked, and I also went back to the site where Nike released the specs for the Kobe 4 PROTROs, and yes, they deleted the full-length zoom unit. FYI guys, that's where we got our information about the Kobe 4 PROTROs. Me and the other vloggers and other bloggers all over the web. We got it from Nike's tech specs. Don't go hating on us. Maybe a fault on my part is I didn't pull out the insole, because on the initial test that I wore these Kobe 4 Protos, I was feeling hell of a bouncy in the forefoot and also in the heel. So I didn't question it. I didn't doubt that there's no full length zoom unit in this Kobe 4 Protos. So in the Nike site, they deleted the full length zoom unit and just said that it has a heel zoom unit. Let me explain to you why I didn't check it, because bounciness, even if it's just foam, it's also bouncy and also in the full length zoom. So the main difference between zoom and foam is for a longer period of time, that's where you will notice the difference. Especially if the foam bottoms out, you won't feel any more bouncy. As of now, it's very bouncy, so I don't know if it will bottom out and lose the bounciness of the cushion. Well, initially, if it's a zoom and a nice foam, it will be really bouncy, so you won't notice that much of a difference. That's what I also mentioned in my deleted scene here, is that I wear the Kobe 4 Protos in one foot and Kobe 1 Protos in the other foot, and I mentioned there that the Kobe 4 Protos was feeling more plush in the forefoot and at the same time bouncy, and compared to the Kobe 1s, which is, I really felt the bounciness of the zoom because it's closer to the ground. I really felt the difference between the carrier of both shoes, so that's why it was really plush in the forefoot, because it was just foam. Nothing bad about it, still bouncy and very plush. I really like the cushion setup on the Kobe 4 Protos, but over time, I don't know if it will bottom out. I don't know if it was just a copyright error that they copy pasted from the old Kobe 1 Protos tech specs. I don't know what happened that they mentioned it full length and not just the heel, or they change up the tech last minute. I don't think so, because you need to go full R&D on that for the full length zoom unit. We hope to get a full explanation from Nike, all of us here in the YouTube, and for our viewers, I'm sorry if I mentioned it full length zoom in the unboxing, because that's what we all read, and even the other YouTubers mentioned it in the unboxing and initial thoughts on the shoe. It's a full length zoom. Nike took that back and replaced it with the heel zoom. Overall, the cushioning of the Kobe 4 Protos for me right now is really good. I'm still standing by my verdict. I really love the cushioning setup on these, but like I've said, eventually I hope it doesn't bottom out. It still holds its bounciness over time, the plushness of the forefoot and the impact protection on both heel and forefoot. I still love the cushion setup on these, but Nike needs some explaining to do about the tech specs that they gave us all over the world. So that's why you'll see me here and not in my other background, because we were editing this video right now. So we will be putting this clip all over the initial tech specs of the cushioning. So we changed it up. Thank you again for understanding. A lot of you were angry that we didn't know, but we're sorry. If you hold down, remove the insole and feel it underneath, you can feel the edge of the zoom here on the heel part going to the midfoot, and it's foam all throughout. But I didn't pinch it like what he did because I'm scared, because this is my only pair. That's confirmed. It's a heel zoom unit for the Kobe 4 Protos. It's not a full length zoom unit. It's up to you guys, us consumers, to justify if it's worth the $175 US or 9,000 pesos for the Kobe 4 Protos. Personally, I like the cushioning setup, so I think it's worth it for now. But like I said, I'll be giving you updates regarding the traction. Also, I'll give you an update also on the cushioning. I will feel less bouncy. Later, I'll be playing, so I'll be giving you an update as soon as I can. If I notice some difference between the cushioning, the bounciness, and also on the traction part. And what's nice about this one is the carrier. Instead of the old Phylon or Lunarlon, the injected Phylon is really soft. It's very similar to the PGs and the Why Nots. I don't know if it's a good thing for you, but for me, it's a good thing, because it really unlocks the zoom unit. You can really feel the zoom unit all throughout your foot, under your foot. Also, the heel compression is very nice. Impact protection is awesome in these. Didn't play that much on Kobe's because it's really close to the ground and not enough impact protection. But with this one, impact protection is great. It's one of the strengths of this shoe. It's one of the reasons why I like the shoe right now. Overall, right off the box, cushion setup is awesome. Above the roof. It's really one of the strengths of this sneaker. Before we move on to the traction outsole of the shoe, so here there's a carbon fiber plate. It helps you in the responsiveness, spraying back of the sneaker, which is really great. But like in the unboxing video, like I mentioned, just didn't like the pattern of this carbon fiber. I like it when it's a bit more contrasty. There's a lighter colored, like a black and really light gray. I like the carbon fibers found in the Jordans. It's a small gripe, but as long as it does its job, no complaints here. Now, for the outsole and traction of the shoe, it's a full herringbone pattern like the OGs. With this, the rubber compound is pretty soft, so I wouldn't recommend this to be used outdoor, especially at the price of $180 or 9,000 pesos. It will really ruin the sneakers if you use this outdoor. Maybe for a time or two you can use it outdoors, but not all the time. It will really ruin the rubber, trust me. Here you can find the lateral outrigger coming out, which I really love. That's another design which I love in the Kobe 1 PROTROs. The lateral outrigger was really big. This too extended it a bit, so it gives you additional lateral support, which is really great, especially if you're a guard who likes to stop on a dime to shoot when you're moving side to side and stopping and pulling up. This is a nice feature to have. You will feel really stable. So now let's move on to the traction of the shoes. Right now, it's just good. It's not excellent, mainly because if it's a little dusty, picks up dust quickly. I played with this on a very clean court, semi-dusty court, and a really bad dusty court. On a clean court, it was really gripping hard. The squeak sound is really loud and you really stop on a dime. But if it gets a little dusty, it picks up dust quickly, especially on the icy sole. So I don't know if I need to break it in some more. Like I said, I lugged this for around 15 hours. So more or less I break this in already, but I don't know if it needs a little more time. Comparing it with my Kobe 1 PROTROs, I didn't need to break the traction in that for a very long time. It wasn't picking up a lot of dust, but this one, I was kind of worried with that. So I need to wipe it every so often. I will still continue to play with these even more and give you updates on the traction, because that's my only concern right now. And on a very dusty court, it wasn't really gripping, I was slipping. Of course, that's a natural thing that will happen if you play on a dusty court. Very rare that a shoe will really hold on a dusty court. Right now, I think I need to break the traction even more. So watch out for my updates on that. But overall, I really love the shoe, especially the cushioning. On a clean court, the traction, the support is awesome in these, especially for a low-cut ball shoes. The support is awesome and it's light. So you're very quick, feel really bouncy, and impact protection is nice. Court feel and responsiveness in this shoe is really awesome. You don't feel that close to the ground, but court feel is there. As for sizing, go true to your size for wide footers. Maybe go half a size up because it's kind of snug here in the forefoot area. So half size up for wide footers. It's a little bit pricey, but if you're looking for a low cut shoe with awesome cushion and very supportive upper, this is the way to go. If you have the budget, go with these. Maybe you have to wait for the other colorways because quickly in a day it's sold out, and I think it's the Sol that's coming out or another collab. I'm not yet sure. Some sneakers so far, and I'll be giving updates on the traction. This has been Marches once again. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I'll help you guys out. Will you be buying this sneaker? Do you like it or do you have it? Let's have a convo down below. So guys, that's it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mamba face.